How the attention economy turned intimacy into content and killed real love. We used to protect what was sacred. Now we post it. We used to hold the line. Now we sell the line slice by slice for likes, for tips, for clout. Welcome to an age that celebrates exposure and calls it empowerment. And then wonders why trust is dead. Let's be brutally honest from the start. Platforms didn't invent the hunger for attention. They industrialized it. They built a marketplace where the raw currency is visibility and the product is you, your skin, your secrets, your intimacy, your private life, chopped into consumable pieces and priced per view. People say, it's just content. No, this is not a cooking tutorial. This is the slow auction of boundaries that used to protect love, used to protect dignity, used to protect you from becoming a spectacle. We renamed shame as oppression and modesty as weakness. We reframed guardrails as cages and guardians as enemies. And in that linguistic trick, we lost the language that kept certain doors closed for good reasons. Ask yourself, if everything private becomes public, what remains sacred enough to bond two people beyond the crowd? Because real intimacy needs scarcity. It needs privacy. It needs mystery. When everyone has seen everything, nothing feels special. Nothing feels earned. Nothing feels worth protecting. And when nothing feels worth protecting, love rots from the inside out. This is dopamine mercantilism. You put part of yourself on the shelf and watch the numbers tick. The reward schedule is variable, like gambling. You don't know which post will spike. That uncertainty hooks you deeper than any certainty would. It's not a straight paycheck. It's a slot machine with your body as the bet. Validation becomes chemical. The crowd becomes your mirror. But crowds are not loyal. They are hungry. The moment a boundary feeds the algorithm, it stops being a boundary and becomes a feature. And features evolve. The platform whispers, if you went this far and it worked, what if you go 1 inch further? 1 inch at a time until the inches add up to a mile you never planned to cross. People say, but I'm in control. Control is not just choosing, it's also refusing. If refusing costs you your income, your status, your newly found identity, how free are you, really? There is a psychological pivot when desire becomes performance. You are no longer experiencing affection, you are staging it. You are no longer a person receiving love, you are a performer receiving tips. And in that pivot, the soul gets crowded out by the audience. And when the audience enters the sanctuary of intimacy, trust leaves. Let's talk about couples. Jealousy isn't always insecurity. Sometimes it's intuition, screaming that the physics of love break when the crowd is allowed inside the bedroom, even if the crowd is virtual. Modern rhetoric says, if your partner can't handle it, they're controlling. Reality says, if intimacy is monetized to strangers, your partner is not competing with another person. They're competing with the market. Markets are relentless. Markets do not love you back. Markets only ask one question: what sells next? This is the part nobody wants to say. Loyalty is built on exclusivity, not on exposure. You cannot build unshakable trust in a showcase. You cannot bond deeply while performing desire for everyone else. Attention is not affection. Tips are not tenderness. Subscribers are not soulmates. Someone will answer, it's just work. Most jobs don't require diluting the very thing a partner needs to feel safe. The belief that what is intimate between us is reserved for us. When that belief is shattered, people detach. They stop investing. They hedge. Love becomes a joint venture with exit clauses. We measured success by eyes on us, and now we can't make eye contact with the person across the table. We were told this is liberation. Here's the paradox. You can be economically empowered while being emotionally starved. You can be visible and still invisible to anyone who wants to know you beyond the persona. Empowerment that depends on never closing the curtain isn't liberation. It's surveillance wrapped in praise. And the most dangerous prison is the one you decorate with compliments. Empowerment is not, I can do anything for attention. Real empowerment is, I can say no. even when saying yes pays more. It is the power to withhold, not because you are ashamed of yourself, but because you honor yourself. Modesty is not fear, it's sovereignty. It's the right to decide what remains in the vault, even when the world offers a price. We used to teach, guard your heart. Now we teach, monetize your heart. And then we wonder why it breaks so easily. Shame is not the enemy. Humiliation is the enemy. Shame, properly understood, is the signal that something valuable should be protected. We removed shame and kept humiliation. We lost the inner compass and kept the public stoning. So now the culture says, do anything, and the crowd will decide if it was worth it. This is not freedom. This is trial by algorithm. And the algorithm has no mercy. It rewards escalation and punishes restraint. It forgets you the second you stop feeding it. Communities fracture when moral vocabulary collapses. We replace words like honor, dignity, modesty, chastity, restraint with don't judge me. But moral language isn't just for control, it's for coordination. It tells us how to build trust at scale. Remove it and you don't get neutrality, you get chaos. People stop making promises they can keep. People keep secrets they can sell. We become a marketplace of bodies and stories, each priced by the hour. A society that treats the intimate as content will eventually treat the person as content too. And content is disposable. We say men are insecure and women are empowered. We say women are exploited and men are entitled. Sometimes both are true, sometimes neither. The deeper truth is this: the attention economy pits us against each other. To men, you're told to be strong, stoic, generous, unbothered. Then you're mocked as fragile if betrayal hurts you. You're told real men don't care. Real men do care. They care enough to protect what matters. If you feel the pain of public intimacy, that's not weakness, that's sanity. But hear this: you cannot fight the marketplace with bitterness or control. You win by building a standard, then becoming a man worthy of that standard. Self-control, mission, discipline, generosity, clarity. Lead by example, not by demand. To women, you're told visibility is victory and criticism is hatred. But if the attention that pays you today isolates you tomorrow, is it victory? If the algorithm is training you to push the line further every month, who is really in charge? You deserve admiration for your mind, your loyalty, your depth, not just your image. The most revolutionary act in an exhibitionist culture is to withhold the sacred by choice. That's not regression, that's power. The algorithm is not on anyone's side, it is on engagement's side. The more we provoke each other, the richer it gets. Refuse to be the product. Refuse to be the consumer that rewards escalation. Rebuild honor as a joint rebellion. Let's steelman the pushback. It's consensual. Consent is necessary, but not sufficient. Two people can consent to something that slowly destroys them, because the damage is diffused and delayed. Consent without foresight is just permission to drift. It's my body, my choice, yes. And it's also your future, your reputation, your relationships. It's your ability to be known for more than what you're willing to show. Short-term sovereignty can sabotage long-term freedom if you mortgage your intimacy to the market. It's just work. Work that requires dismantling the boundaries that sustain trust at home isn't just work. If the way you earn demands your partner accept public access to what used to be private as a condition of love, then love is no longer unconditional. It's contingent on the crowd. You're moralizing, correct? Because morals are maps. Without a map, every path looks equal until you realize most of them end at a cliff. If the word morality triggers you, ask why the idea of not selling the most intimate parts of life feels like oppression. That reaction itself is proof of cultural brainwashing. Let's get tactical. This isn't just a rant. This is a strategy. First, redraw the line. Write it down. What is non-negotiably private? Body? Bedroom? Messages? What stays offline forever? If you can't name the line, you won't notice when you cross it. Second, replace display with depth. Schedule phone-free intimacy. No cameras, No audience, no posting after the fact. Protect memories by refusing to harvest them. Third, build a code of honor together. A simple creed: we never trade our intimacy for attention. Repeat it when the algorithm tempts you. Honor is built by small, consistent refusals. Fourth, audit your incentives. If your income flows from escalation, you are one trend away from self-betrayal. Diversify. Build skills that don't require selling the sacred. Fifth, curate your feed. Unfollow content that rewards exhibition and punishes restraint. Your attention is a vote. Stop voting for your own loneliness. Sixth, teach the next generation the old words: dignity, modesty, loyalty, restraint. Not as shackles, but as shields. Give them a vocabulary that makes saying no feel noble again. Seventh, practice private excellence. Not everything good needs an audience. Do noble things in secret until your soul remembers it's worth more than your profile. Can love survive after the line has been crossed? Yes, if truth is told, if boundaries return, if performance ends. Forgiveness isn't pretending it didn't matter. Forgiveness is admitting it mattered so much that we have to rebuild from bedrock. No more blurred lines, no more paid intimacy. If the market was let into the sanctuary, the market must be thrown out. If you want to heal, you will have to disappoint an audience. Choose the person over the crowd every time. Honor has a cost. Your bank account may feel it. Your follower count may feel it. Your pride may ache when the numbers dip. But there is a kind of wealth measured in quiet, in trust, in eyes that don't flinch when they meet across the table. The algorithm cannot give you that. Only boundaries can. And boundaries are not walls that trap you. They are walls that keep thieves out. In a world that robs attention, steals innocence, and rents intimacy by the hour, the rebels are the ones who lock the door and keep the key. Let's name it. What kills love is not sex, it's spectacle. What destroys trust is not desire, it's the sale of it. What empties empowerment is not autonomy, it's addiction to applause. If you want real love, choose scarcity over spectacle. Choose privacy over performance. Choose someone over everyone. And if you can't choose that yet, at least stop lying to yourself. Admit that you're serving a master that requires constant feeding. The day you stop feeding it, you'll discover who you are without the cheering. That's the day freedom begins. We are not robots. We are not content. We are not inventory for a platform's quarterly report. We are souls that need privacy to flourish, dignity to stand tall, and modesty to keep the sacred from becoming merchandise. If you want real love, close the curtain, keep the mystery, guard the sanctuary. Because when pride disappears and modesty dies, love is next. And I refuse to live in a world where love is a pay-per-view. Drop your thoughts below. No filters, no fluff. Is this freedom or self-destruction? Dress like it. If you're tired of the exhibition culture, share this with one person who still believes some things are worth keeping hidden. This is Mind Decoded. We say what most people are afraid to say because truth doesn't bend for trends.